final stretch. Hey, what's up, my dokus? Jason here, welcoming you back to more. I was about to skip the here and be like, Jason, welcoming you back to more. VIII, Lacrimosa of Donna. Last time, we made it through the next path in the Octus Overlook. Got to the path of the Insectoid era. And we also took out the quest that I forgot to do because the Insectoid era did not take that long in the slightest. Excuse me. And yeah. So, this time, we're going to be continuing through the Octus Overlook, getting through the final pieces of it, I guess, heading to the final crystal, and releasing the final of the Psyches. So we're pretty much getting towards the end here. Alright, okay, just defeat these enemies. But yeah, we're getting very much towards the end. There's not much longer to go. It's crazy to think that this came and went. Like, yeah, sure, this game has been going for almost as long as Xenoblade ended up going. Due to, you know, not having the ability to record, and that I just started at a bad time, you know, with working on Xenoblade, and then after I've gotten to the point where I could continue Xenoblade, I just wanted to finish it off strong, and at the time I didn't want to go straight into another RPG, so I did Link's Awakening and all that, and it's just like, now that I'm at the end of it, it's crazy that, you know, it came and went. Alright, there we go. Ooh, we are poisoned, actually, I believe. Yep, okay, we fixed that. Yeah, I think that happens with every LP, especially RPG LPs that I do. Like Xenoblade 2, I thought I never was gonna finish. Like, it was just crazy when I finally finished it. And it's, you know, still my longest LP. Not even VIII can top that. But, yeah, I'm okay with it coming to a close because the fact that I'll be having a completed LP of VIII on my channel, it'll be awesome because there's not very many LPs of this game on the internet, and, you know, Joey kind of, he didn't really start a trend, but he basically was like the starter to me because he was the first one who'd ever played VIII on as an LP. I've never seen it prior, and then as soon as he started it, I started seeing a few more, and then, you know, then it was my turn, and it's gonna be nice being a part of the trend that has a VIII LP up on YouTube for people to watch and hopefully get into. Honestly, I'm the same with Joey. Joey's goal of LPing it was to, you know, get more people into the game, and he definitely succeeded because, though technically I didn't watch all of his LP, I will openly admit that, and that's mainly because I didn't want to spoil myself in the game. I did have plans to get it, but it was basically after Joey was like convincing me, being like, dude, you gotta play this game, it's so good, that I was like, okay, you know what? The game was on sale for like $20 on the PlayStation Store, so I was like, I'll invest. And then I ended up loving it, and, you know, we're at this point now where I'm almost at the end of an LP of it. It's crazy. But one thing to another, you know. You gotta start somewhere. Anyway, we are now back at the center area, and the path to the final crystal is opened up to us. Didn't really need to heal, but, you know, might as well be safe than sorry. Let's head inside. Path of the Sky Era.
Wait a minute! Where is this place?
World above the clouds. I didn't expect this. Sarai.
Yeah. Sarai's, Sarai's home was in the sky. Obviously, we know now that Sarai did not come from the Eternian era. She was indeed from a different era, and this is the era that she's, this is the era that she is from. Alrighty then. As you know, we got some more enemies here. We've got lots of areas to explore. Not really though, because like I said before, it's a linear path. You're not gonna have to really worry about missing anything. If you missed anything, it's kind of your own problem, like how I missed, you know, that treasure chest in the ocean era without even meaning to. Because everything is set on a linear path, so you're not like gonna have to worry about missing out parts of the map or like missing a chest, because it's all relatively, you know, on the beaten path. Alright, we're getting more Underworld Hide, which is okay. We need that to give to Dina, so Dina can give us, you know, some cool items. We have a Pure Orichalcum, which means we can make that armor for, armor for Laxia.
See something.
Excuse yourself. Of course, he inflicted us with darkness. It's my last darkness medicine. Alright, Donna's gotten a level up, and we're just inching closer to that crystal. These areas are not that long, but it's honestly okay with me that, you know, these areas are not particularly long. And to me, that's mainly due to the fact that, like, the Octus Overlook is kind of a big place in and of itself, and so having these smaller sections for, you know, the bosses of the dungeon to, you know, wrap up each kind of era is okay with me, and for the eras to, you know, not drag on like other dungeons can. Alrighty, we are almost done here. Jeez, you're just zooming. And no, it's not because I'm going fast. It's literally, like, that's the linearity of these areas. We're just zooming. Except for when you fall off a cliff. That happens. Yep. Alright, I guess let's go ahead and heal ourselves up a bit, because Adol's on the verge of possible death. Oh, I guess I can have the remedies that heal the status that we have. But let's go ahead and move forward. This is the final crystal, which makes its guardian.
Yes, it should be Sarai's Psyche.
I've been mulling over this over for a while, but Sarai isn't an Eternian like you, Donna. So how come she looks like one? Huh? That's a good point.
It's probably because...
Psyche Yura. It's here.
Sarai's Psyche.
The final of the Warden's Psyches, and it's all ours. Let's take her down. She does have more health than the others. And in fact, she also has these two, diamond spear things, I guess, whatever you call them, that are she's going to pop out. You can easily take those down and just kind of narrow her down herself. Shouldn't be too hard to beat. I'm kind of waiting till we get her down to a red zone before we use before we use the extra skill. And you know what? Let's switch to Donna, and I say we have Donna use the extra skill on her. Sarai was her best friend, and it feels only right that she be the one to take down the Psyche. Alright, we're just gonna keep wailing on her a little bit. Go ahead and take these things down in the process. I'm gonna try to aim for... You know what? Nope, I don't think we'll get her stunned in time, so let's just go for that extra skill and finish her off. Yay. The tree of Psyche should finish growing now.
Yes, the tree of Psyches has grown enough. I can sense a large wave of Psyches coming from the Valley of Kings.
Yeah!
We did it, Adol.
You actually managed to release all the Psyches.
Sarai.
Please, stop. I have no right to be addressed by that name.
Huh? What do you mean?
As I said before, my true name is Ura. My species descended to Earth from the skies above, possessing the power of mimicry.
Mimicry? It's the ability to perfectly copy another creature's shape and features.
With our power of mimicry, we claimed dominion over the land and flourished. But we were eventually greeted by the Lacrimosa, and I was selected to be a warden. When the Eternian era began, I descended to Earth once again, so that I may find a new Warden of Evolution among the Eternians.
Then how'd you become the Princess of Eternia?
To find the person whose soul burns brightest, I thought it best to insert myself among royalty. So I snuck into the palace, where I learned the young princess was deathly ill.
Then...
Yes. After Princess Sarai succumbed to her illness, I used my mimicry to assume her place. I reconstructed her personality and appearance, and made it part of my own. Then a few years later, at the Temple of the Great Tree, I met you, Donna.
Then... the Sarai I've always known was... Donna.
Don't make this more personal than it is. This was all for the great Lacrimosa. I did what I deemed necessary to protect this world.
This story again?
Even if that's true, think about Donna. Her best friend was an imposter. Poor Donna.
An imposter? Not necessarily. No, what I did was unforgivable.
If you know that, then...
What's happening to me? forgive what I've done, but... my control over my mimicry is becoming unstable.
The way you spoke just now.
It's been a while, Donna.
Sarai? Huh? What's going on?
Don't ask me, Squirt.
I'm Sarai's personality, as reconstructed through Ura's mimicry. To be clear, I'm still not the real Sarai. But I'm the Sarai that you've known ever since we were young.
How is this possible?
Ura is a kind and virtuous person by nature. She must be suffering from carrying out her duty as a warden. The fact that you released her Psyche is no doubt affecting her too.
How is this possible?
Donna,
Sarai,
I'm sorry to put you through such pain. I'm so sorry I couldn't stay with you until the end. And I'm sorry about Olga.
No.
Donna.
I want to stay and talk to you more than anything. But we have to go.
Yes. You're running out of time.
Adol, let's return to Saren Garden.
Adol, please come back to Octus once you receive the power. If you intend to stop the Lacrimosa, I'll explain what you need to do.
You will? That's a big help.
Yes. But for now, you must hurry to Saren Garden.
And the path ahead of us is open. However, we have been ordered to go to Serene Garden, so that's where we're heading.
Whoa! Look at the tree!
The tree of Psyche's has grown so much. It's mesmerizing.
Wow! It's beautiful!
So what? So how does one go about receiving this power? Does Donna receive it?
No. The power of the Psyches conflicts with providence and natural law. It exists in direct opposition to the essence wielded by Eternians. Therefore, I would like to ask you, Adol, to receive the power.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can do it!
Now, face the tree and raise your sword, the symbol of your strength.
And just like the Master's Sword, we have obtained an ultimate weapon. The Mistiltine. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If not, the game will correct me.
Whoa!
So this has the power to stop the Lacrimosa? Yes. The psyches of species past, and their collective will to live. It seems to have worked.
What an incredible looking weapon. That's definitely not your average sword.
Our preparations are complete then.
Yes. Let's return to Octus. Sarai is waiting for us.
Indeed she is. However, this is the point that I was talking about, that we're going to have the last opportunity to take care of the remaining things we want to do. After this, we head to Octus and we go to stop the Lacrimosa. That's about it. So, with all that being done, we're going to head back to Castaway Village. The crystal. It's glowing. Oh, we're about to do something I didn't even expect to do right now. Oops. Doesn't that mean...
It has the same insignia as the other crystals that let us see into the past.
That seems deliberate. Are the wardens behind this? Maybe it's a trap.
With the Psyches released, a trap seems unnecessary at this point.
Can we use this to see her past again, Don?
Yes, I believe so. Or perhaps... Adult, let's try viewing the past with this. Yes, I think so. I don't think this is a trap. I think this is going to depict a specific moment in time. I want you all to see it, the truth of the kingdom of Eternia, and my feelings as well.
Well, I guess we're gonna start with that. We're gonna head back to the past to find the truth about Eternia. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, troops at a ton. Make sure to scribbly dibbly dibbly if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.